inches tall. Official weight, 138 pounds. He represents the Fist Gym and Rebel Fight Club. Ladies and gentlemen, from Makati City, Philippines, presenting Mike Bunag. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of the Lucas Oil red corner, stands at 5 feet 11 inches tall. Official weight, 142 pounds. He represents Yayan Buhawi. Ladies and gentlemen, from Marikina City, Philippines, presenting J.M. Figueras. Once again, your referee in charge, June Gayoso, for the final instructions. Gotta face that camera.
Okay, guys, I explained all the rules in the locker room. Touch gloves, let's make it official.
Here we go. A show of class between these two fighters as Mike Bunag gets set to take on J.M. Figueras.
Figueras has definitely got a little bit of reach advantage and a little bit of height advantage in this fight. So from a striking standpoint, you know, he definitely wants to stay working from the outside, and he starts it off with a big head kick and a right hand on the inside.
Oh, he knew immediately the advantages in his corner there. Now, how do you take on a guy like that? He just needs to move in on the inside, or...
Yeah, he's got to stay close to him. He's got to fight him in the clinch.
He does a good job of breaking that.
And if you stuff him on the ground and take him down, that doesn't hurt either.
I think he kind of hurt us right now. It's like, this is how you do it.
You got to watch out, though, for a guy, when you get in the guard of a guy that has this type of build, it's really hard. It's almost like fighting an octopus, because their legs give them the ability to be able to control you really from the bottom position. They're just so hard to deal with as they're climbing up, you know, trying to get to an arm bar or trying to get to a triangle choke. Just as we said that, he's kind of locked up on the top. Is he going to go with the arm bar? Does he have the arm bar in there? No, he's safe at this point.
We're almost cornering them. Tell you what, the reverence around here, you know, it's really quiet. People are really focused on what's really happening.
Figueras trying to work off his back to a Kimura, trying to get something done from that position. And what he really needs to be working on is getting himself back to his feet. There's very effective striking there at the beginning of the fight.
That's impressive by Mike Bunag, how he knew immediately, I need to take this to the ground.
Well, after eating a head kick and a couple of punches, you know, you tell yourself, well, maybe something's not working out right here.
Absolutely.
Good stand-up. He ate a right to get back to his feet, but I think it's worth it because he definitely has a much longer range.
And he takes a shot to the chin. Gotta like Figueras' style, but takes another stiff jab there.
I think Bunag was actually hurt with that left.
I mean, he is literally coming from every direction.
Figueras needs to follow it up with a flying knee right here.
You see Bunag is just trying to go in for maybe a takedown, but...
Nice combination. Right kick to the body, left hook. Just missed for Bunag. There's the flying knee we talked about. It didn't land, but it definitely looked like it had a chance. Bunag is not being intimidated. He has given up some distance on his feet, but he's definitely not being intimidated. I think he feels confidence in his power. Beautiful kick to the body by Bunag.
Nice high kick delivered by Figueras. And you can see Bunag's willing to take a couple shots just to go in for that takedown.
It's going to be interesting to see if he gets his takedown here, because I thought Figueras had actually got himself back into the round, and
I think he seems to find something every time you know, Figueras stands up, he always lands a shot to the chin of Bunag.
Nice. Bunag landed a good punch, but he's looking like he's a little bit tired here. Maybe Figueras might have a little bit more gas here in the early going. Oh, big kick, just missed. Oh, there we go.
You've got to appreciate Bunag just standing in the pocket
And
there.
Bunag landed a big right. Too big. It just went Figueras. Oh, and another big right.
Shot after shot after shot there.
Oh, he went with a crescent kick, and then he came back with a left kick to the head. I tell you what, I'm impressed by both of these fighters.
Both fighters obviously displaying they have a tremendous amount of heart too.
And they were willing to stand up and fight.
I think that's what the fight that we're wanting to see, that classic stand-up war. Everybody loves a good stand-up war. But I'm pretty impressed by Bunag being able to get in through the reach and take a couple shots just to get his in.
He's definitely going to have to eat a couple in the process, but he's going to get his share in.
Well, King of the Cage is being brought to you in part by the Solaire Resort and Casino. We want to thank them for being able to put this show on here at the Mall of Asia Arena. And I tell you what, that Mall of Asia is, I got lost. I didn't know where I was going. It's humongous. Well, so far it's been a stand-up war, and these are the kind of battles that I like to see. And here we go. We'll see round two. I don't know if we may see a round three the way this fight's been going. So far, Bunag comes back in. Delivers a nice elbow.
Oh.
A nice shot, and he stunned him a bit there. Bunag says, yeah, you got a reach advantage, but I know how to get in there. Bunag's really starting to find his flow there.
And he's turning well on his punches. I mean, he's not just flinging punches. He's standing inside, and he's actually throwing the punch, but he's turning it at his waist and getting a lot more out of it. So I think in the long run, his punches are going to have a little bit more long-term offense on Figueras. Figueras with a beautiful spinning kick. Figueras obviously has some type of karate, maybe wushu type background, because he's throwing a lot of impressive stand-up kicks from every angle.
And it's one thing to throw them, but when they land,
yeah, he's landing some tough
effectively.
angles. But I tell you what, Bunag's heavy hands are really dictating this fight right now.
Bunag really does a good job of making him count too, as well. Shots continuing to land to the face of Figueras, and Figueras continues to defend the takedown of Bunag. And both fighters obviously displaying they've got a chin on them too.
You know, that looked like straight out of a Donna Dragon Wilson playbook right there.
It does.
Complete 360-degree spinning head kick.
How humbling is it to get hit by one of those, huh?
You know what's amazing is Bunag just, he's getting hit with some impressive stuff, but he just keeps moving forward. That's a tough guy.
And over time, if that keeps up, you know, Figueras could get frustrated, like, I can't put this guy away.
Oh, nice body shot.
Yeah, we heard that here in the booth.
We felt it.
Yeah.
Oh, another head kick.
This could be trouble.
You know, one of the things Figueras may want to work on is he's striking really effectively from a distance, but as he gets closer, he doesn't seem like he's maintaining the power. If he learned to throw the elbows in combinations with those impressive kicks and impressive punches, I just don't think anybody wants to stand up with him.
Now, we could be looking at a future legend here, the way this guy's fighting.
Bunag's starting to build up some points here late in the second round. Figueras is going to have to figure out how to get off his back. Bunag may step back and give it to him. Oh, no. Big right, barely missed.
Bunag will work Figueras up against the cage.
Figueras doing a good job controlling the biceps of Bunag. It's tough to strike when somebody's controlling your biceps from that position, so it kind of it takes away a lot of the advantage of being in top position.
That's a pretty tough fight for Bunag, but he obviously is showing that he's got a lot of heart. J.M. Figueras is able to take a lot of hits to the chin as well.
Both guys are lumped up a little bit here after 2 rounds. It'll be impressive to see what happens in the third.
Well, we want to thank our sponsors here at King of the Cage, Solaire Resort and Casino, one of the most beautiful casinos I've seen. Very fun place to party. You're absolutely right. When you walk in there, you see the signs, you see the marble floors, and it's just this paradise place that just appears out of nowhere, and then you're like, wow, humongous.
The bar is amazing there. The gaming is great. They have some of the most beautiful women I've ever seen. Working just the second you walk in, so it's a great place to be, and you feel like you're in Hollywood.
Reached the third and final round.
Well, as Dean Stone said, the third and final round. And I'll tell you what, this has been an action-packed fight. Both fighters are constantly putting in a lot of effort into this, trying to finish each other, and I don't even think there's no losers in this fight, no matter which way it goes. Both fighters are throwing it all on the line.
Well, when you get a fight like this, the crowd definitely ends up a winner. The sport ends up a winner, and you know, the people that get involved with sponsorships like to see exciting fights because it brings up TV ratings. TV ratings allow them to get back involved with sponsors, and you know, the whole sport grows as a whole.
You know, the pace of this fight and the way these guys have been throwing down, it seems like it would have ended a long time ago. I'm kind of glad we're getting a third chapter out of this.
Yeah, Figueras has struck very effectively, but I think he needs to put Bunag on his heels early in this round if he's going to win this fight.
Bunag is going to take it to the ground.
Figueras making an attempt to take the back and get both hooks in at this point. And Bunag doing a good job of staying out of it. Figueras actually trying to work a Kimura from a tough position. He may get it, but he'd have a much better chance at it if he got the hook in. Bunag fighting the hook on a regular basis. He can get that hook in, which he did. He's got a good chance at that Kimura right now.
You know, after these fighters have battled back and forth with a stand-up game and landing shots on each other's chin, it would be amazing if they pulled that off right now.
Beautiful escape by Bunag. Figueras has to think, I was that close to winning the fight right there, and now I'm back on my back in this position again. Am I able to suck it up, get back to my feet? I've got to do something to win this fight right now. One thing you can say for Bunag, he throws every punch with bad intentions, and I'm pretty sure that when he decides to close the distance here, he's going to swing for the fence.
Bunag finds that opening, lands on the chin of Figueras.
Figueras trying to slip him into a leg lock, taking a little bit of punishment right now on the bottom, both with kicks and some big punches.
Oh, he's definitely going to feel that in the morning.
See if Bunag's got any pages out of the Sakuraba playbook right here, coming in with the Ultraman double punch.
You gotta love that match. Oh, right to the dome of Figueras.
Just an old school beating.
I think he's found his soft spot there.
Yep. Bunag is smelling a finish. Figueras is looking at a knee bar.
Oh, wow. Bunag finds his sweet spot and constantly landing shots here.
That is the problem. When you go for a knee bar, you go for a leg lock, and you don't get it right away, you put yourself in a bad position, and
the trade-off is terrible.
Yeah, your melon gets thumped.
If Mike Bunag keeps this up, he might find himself in a pretty good position with the judges if this does go the distance.
Well, I believe we're a little bit over halfway through the second round right now. It's through the third round right now, and it's all Bunag.
Punishing for his efforts of trying to get up. Bunag says, stay down. I'm going to land a couple more shots. You could see Figueras is just starting to bump up a bit.
Yep, he's got a couple pop knots going on that head.
Oh,
that's going to hurt. Oh, nice elbow. Couple nice elbows on the inside. They're going to look at this fight closely right now.
When the head doesn't bounce up after landing a shot like that, that is just devastating.
Looks like he may be trying to set up a head and arm right here with him trying to get that arm across. Let's take the mount. Oh, I thought he was going to throw that right uppercut. You got to give your hat off to Figueras. He has taken some punishment in this fight, and he's still out there throwing like he thinks he's got a good chance to win it. But he ate another big left. Oh, just missed the spinning back fist, and he lands a head kick. Figueras trying to turn this fight around. Oh, nice elbow.
You gotta love the heart of Bunag. Obviously, he was taking some punishment in round one, comes back, shows that he's got a lot of heart, shows that he can stand up with a guy that has such a reach advantage over him. And now going in for a takedown with 10 seconds remaining in this round. These guys absolutely put on a stand-up clinic. Bunag obviously showed he's got some ground skills. And Figueras' face, man, just, oh, wow. I don't know, Terry, how do you see that fight?
You know, the damage done in the fight was done by Bunag. I mean, Figueras did some impressive things. He had Bunag hurt at one point, but I just really think that in the end, it's probably a 28-20 or 29-28 fight for Bunag.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the face of Bunag, and then you look at Figueras, and What a difference.
When you win a third round that impressively, it's really tough for a judge to say the other guy won both the rounds in a competitive fight. Both fighters got something to be proud of, though. They both put on a great fight. They both showed a lot of heart. They both showed a high level of skill, both in striking and on the ground. That was an impressive fight.
King of the Cage Worldwide is being brought to you in part by Lucas Oil and our cage girls there.
Speaking of an impressive fight.
Yeah, absolutely. You want to see more of them, you can always log on to kingofthecage.com. Also find us on Facebook. Keep up to date.
You notice how the crowd cheers when they show the ring girls?
Oh, yeah.
They come to the fights, but they cheer loudest for the ring girls.
When you got guys in there battling it out, they get the most love. Well, we go to the scorecards as the judges render a decision. So we'll see what happens here. Bunag feeling really good. Looking fresher of the two. And those are the fights I love to see. Just all around.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action here at the Mall of Asia Arena, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges, Jay San Pedro, Ali Sulitz, and RJ Magtibe, score this bout exactly the same way, 30-27. For your winner by unanimous decision, Mike Bunag. How about a hand for Marikina City's own J.M. Figueras?
So the stage is set. This way of the ring is